All right, this is the last podcast for STEM Biology, Chapter 19, Section 3, Human Population Growth. Here we go. All right, some history. Back in the day, there was a hunter-gatherer lifestyle where there were small nomadic groups. They didn't have a fixed home. They were just kind of roamed around. They obtained their food by hunting animals and gathering roots, berries, nuts, shellfish, and fruits to survive. At this time, population growth was very slow. There was high mortality rates, and few people reached reproductive maturity, so the population just wasn't getting anywhere. Then there was a development of agriculture. About 10,000 to 12,000 years ago, that development increased the growth rate of the human population. This was a dramatic change in the lifestyle, and that was called the agricultural revolution. Through the development of agriculture, it increased the food supply, and therefore human population began to grow faster. Then there was a population explosion. Despite some short-term reversals like the bubonic plague, human population growth did continue. Around 1650, there was improvements in hygiene, diet, and economic conditions, and all of those furthered the acceleration of the population growth. There was a decline in death rate. After World War II, the human population grew at the fastest rate in history, largely because of better sanitation and medical care in poorer countries. Per capita growth rate was at its highest. Okay, so here's a growth chart of human growth chart. Here is your population in billions from the beginning, and you can see it is exponential right now. Population growth today. In developed countries, which are world's modern industrialized countries such as the United States, Japan, Germany, and France, developing countries, most countries in Asia, Central America, South America, and Africa. 20% of the world's population are in developed countries. 80% of the population are in developing countries. Today, developing countries have faster human population growth and lower standards of living than developed countries do. Human populations have undergone rapid growth, yet in some developed countries, populations have stopped growing. The demographic transition model shows how these population changes happen. There are 4 stages to the demographic transition model. Pre-industrial, birth rate and death rate are at its highest levels, population size is stable. Then you have transitional, where the population explosion occurred. Death rate goes down as hygiene, nutrition, and education improved. Birth rate remained high. Third stage is industrial. Population growth slowed down because birth rate decreased. Birth rate became closer to death rate, so population size stable. And stage 4, post-industrial. Population decreases because birth rate goes lower than death rate. And that is a picture showing the population size for stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, and stage 4. The orange line is representing death rate, the green line is representing birth rate. And that finishes our podcast for